Hello.
Hello everyone, how are you? So Phil, how are you doing?
Not bad. Recovering from heat and soil moving.
Yes, we did a lot of digging over. We dug a load of holes at weekend, guys, just so you know. Dug a lot of holes. Nigel Porter, hello. I hope you're doing well, pal.
Hi, Nigel.
Joe Fox, hello.
Hi, Joe.
And Kirsty, how you doing, Kirsty? Are we well? Yeah, we well. We just body's recovering from digging a lot of holes at weekend. As good as that. We have got a cup of tea. I hope you've got one. I'd say coffee, but it's after 6 o'clock and brings on a lot of problems. So yeah, Phil, paranormal. That's what we talk about, guys. Just so you know, folks, we do have we have Jesse Craig new on every other week, and we cover some really interesting subjects. If you've got any for suggestion to talk about, you know, theory behind what we looked at so far, aliens,
Matrix, the
time travel,
that brain works.
how brain works, yeah, dreams.
A lot of content out there to view.
Yeah, because a lot of this theory as well. And I just want to do a shout out. Hello, DNTV. How you doing?
I'll have a bit Drew while the mods, but hello.
And we've got Annette as well. Hello, Annette.
Hello, Annette.
How you doing? I hope you're well. You can find Annette as well, Annette's group as well at Shadows and Light. I like the name as well. It's very on point. So yeah, we covered a lot. We cover a lot of different subjects, and these theory, a lot of this theory as well is very important for paranormal investigation, observation. It gives us
Shadow and Light.
That's the next group there,
and then there's DNTV.
DNTV there as well.
That's DNTV,
and we'll have a look at a few more soon.
Yep.
So we've got Roger Johns. Oh my God, I can't talk, guys. What's going on? Phil, help me out.
Remote screen for some strange reason. It's pausing it a lot.
Yeah, it's just paused it. There we go. Hello, Roger. How you doing? Yeah, we've covered some really cool topics. So, aliens were the giants. There's a lot. Now, this theory really does come in handy because when we go out investigating, there's a lot of things put on play. We've got a question. What is the topic? This is really an hello, a catch up, having a look at what we've got and what we're going to cover next. Really, how you doing, Peter?
Hi, Peter.
Yes, and Nigel Porter. Please join his group. Support Nigel. He's great in paranormal. There's a lot of great people in paranormal. Nigel's one of them. The group name: People, Ghostly, and Lives.
Definitely.
Best thing as well. I find myself doing it. I'm in paranormal, so if I've got a spare hour or two, I'll flip up. Instead of watching TV, I'll look to see if anyone's live, and I'll watch the lives, and that's a good place. It's a good place to go.
But we
hello, Sophie from the UK.
Hi, Sophie.
We're from the UK too.
But there's also pages such as the Parapost, DNTV mainly as well. There's Skeleton Key Network that we're starting to cast to as well. So hello to all them. There's also Temple at Rising Phoenix as well. You know, please, all these pages, you need to go and have a look at these, and you know, give some support. Alike, Spirits Within. Wayne's also joined the network of the Skeleton Key and Temple at Rising Phoenix network as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we share them on his pages and in his group, Redridge X, Beyond Dimensions. Please pop on, give us a like. It's all nice. It's all good support. Roger, what have you been doing? I've been doing paranormal investigations for over 15 years here in the States. So I love States. Stuff what we've seen in the States is ace, isn't it?
Jealous. Want to
go? We really want to go.
And for that reason alone, Bigfoot. Because there's a lot of reports of Bigfoot, and you don't hardly hear them at the UK, do you?
No, yeah. Would Roger be all right coming on the show one day to have a chat?
Yeah, please. If you want to come on the show and talk about any Bigfoot experiences or any experiences at all, please give us a shout, and we'll give you some airtime to talk. And
and anyone else as well, like what's got story to tell or something just to chat about, I guess. Because it's all good. All these different ideas, different experiences, it all adds to paranormal investigation.
It's like us. We absolutely love Uberstand. 5 minutes away from where we live. So, because how many times we've gone, we've made a bit of a portfolio of things that we've encountered and stuff like that. So it's always good to hear different stories from different folks, because then it might actually hit an experience that you've witnessed and you can relate to. So yeah, it's always good to hear other people's views and opinions and stories.
Yeah, definitely.
It really is.
And Roger says he'd love to. We'll, if it's all right, we'll PM you, bud, and we'll sort something out there. Tricia, hello. How you doing?
Hi, Tricia Walters.
Excellent. So that's one thing there. Living local to a paranormal location. So Phil just mentioned Uberstand, and that's just made me think. Along with Roger's comment about he's been doing it for 15 years. So we've been doing it for a good length of time like that.
22.
Like that, yeah. Right. Yeah, 22. And
back in 97.
Yeah, back in 97. I don't know what that maths is.
It's too late. Need a calculator.
Yeah, we need. Yeah. What do we do? So yeah, in 97. But in all that time, we started out and we bumped into a group that was sacrificing an animal in a wood. A bit grim. But then after that, the amount of times we've been up over years, we've seen signs of like worship, and maybe a few things that you call strange, because it didn't look like worship. It just looked odd. Stuff looked odd. And it was only until the lockdown when I used to just walk every day to Uberstand. Every day, walk up, stay there a bit, walk down. And that's when I encountered the 4 ladies that were doing their own little ritual, and I managed to get to talk to them. But then it made me think, when you just visit a location on a random night, and you just go once and you think you've not found anything, it's literally, that is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
No, definitely.
If you live local to somewhere and it's a part of your routine where you visit, you get to know it, you get to see all those changes. Oh, I mean,
what did you actually find out now about them for? What the visit on a certain time, didn't they, with a certain animal on a certain position?
Yeah. So those 4 ladies were there, and things were adding up with sunset. When sunset, it shines light through trees, and it hits a spot where everyone always says there's a portal there. Well, mediums do. And they were there. I saw them. I thought, I'll try and make it up there to talk to them. And at first time I was unsuccessful. They'd left. And a guy walks dog went, oh yeah, they call it Banshee Hour. And it's because when you go up there, literally there's a barn owl what flies around just at sunsetting apart. Well, I've heard it and seen it. So, well, I thought I saw it, but I've definitely heard it. And that's the reason why they call it the Banshee Hour, for those ladies do. and they do a ritual, and it's about letting go of all stress as sun goes down. That is literally all they were doing. Fair enough.
See, there's nothing black.
There's nothing dark. Yeah,
there?
yeah, and the few flowers they leave behind and things like that, all natural stuff that they leave behind. Some people have seen it and thought, "Oh, strange magic going on," but
Black magic.
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't. It's just
all good
yeah.
intent from those ladies, yeah. But then it's made me think, how many more have we just not witnessed because we've not been there at right time? We've not been there, late enough.
Phases when sun comes to a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got to consider all them factors, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. So living local to a spot, and so Roger, what is your most favourite place that you've investigated, and what piece of evidence or experience convinced you? Well, the convincing bit, that happened when we were young, really.
Yeah.
Literally, things moved in the house.
Yeah, when you see that with your own eyes, you kind of think, yeah, there's something behind all this. Unless you were really drunk.
Yeah, but we weren't.
But we weren't.
Chair just moved. We had a loft bedroom, and the chair just flew over towards Arch, but it didn't fit down because it was an office chair with 4 legs, so it just wouldn't go down. But the worst one, where we got into trouble, as we were young, we yacked about, you're running around the house. We were in the bathroom. I think we were fighting, or did you set a trap up or something?
Oh, something like that.
Something like that. And something fell and hit me. But as we turned round, see that crack happen?
Yeah.
If anyone here heard that little bang, just let us. No, you don't do it any other time until we talk about something in past.
I know. I'll just say
it's expansion. What's to expand here? Bricks.
My belly.
Tea. As we were in bathroom, mirror just cracked. We got into some right trouble for that because it was a big mirror. We got into some right trouble for that mirror cracking.
Yeah, 7 years later.
Yeah, 7 years later. Well, what happened? Now, what a mess. We didn't do it. To this day,
yeah,
we did not do it.
It was strange, and then sadly we moved away from that place.
Yeah.
Miss it really, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah. But favourite place? Well, I don't know. There's categories, isn't there?
I think the most convincing one, due to the fact that 6 people witnessed it all at once, were Menzies Castle at Scotland. Menzies Castle at Scotland were amazing.
Yeah.
Because we took all night, painstaking hours in investigating.
Yep.
Didn't get sod all
until we put everything away.
We packed everything away except for his audio device.
Device. We heard it first time.
Yeah, we heard it first time and thought, oh crap, all his equipment.
Yeah, and then we one of the ladies that were with us put it on record and captured. Second one were a bit more faint, and third one were very faint. But that was an actual voice that we heard.
We're like a la 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 la.
We were like this.
I'm not singing. I'm not singing. La la.
Na 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 na.
Yeah,
it was like that, and it was
no la-las then.
No la-las. No. Not Teletubbies.
Yeah.
So yeah, Menzies Castle. That were kind of like the one of the scenes there for Braveheart. So that was good. But I liked Catacombs when I went down there.
Wish I was there.
And one of my favourite places is Malta underground.
Yeah, I know. I know you like Malta, John.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'm not going to say no more.
No.
Tricia.
Hi, Trish.
Definitely. Yes. Oh yeah, Tricia. She lives quite close to Morgan Castle as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting place, but I've not been yet.
We've not been there, and I believe recently. Did you go to Shepton Mallet?
No.
How did you find that?
See, to US people, England, We've got a lot of castles.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a fair few, haven't we?
Wales, Scotland, everywhere.
Yeah, some are abandoned, some are locked up, some are being converted into private residence, but still, it's great to see them.
Well, when I went to Germany, you know,
Hi, Mandy.
the amount of castles in Germany, it's unbelievable, and abandoned due to the fact that they don't get using them more.
I know. So,
Heat.
yeah, we'll call that heat. If you heard that bang, we don't know.
Even though it's cold in here and mine. Anyway.
It's just normal temperature, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just normal.
In Germany, I think is it something like 450 castles?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
In Germany?
Literally, I were on the river, is it Rhine? On a tour on that river. Everywhere you looked, there were just castles.
Yeah. That's
just in the middle of fields and everything. You know, it's vineyards mainly, like near vineyards.
Yeah. I mean, that's where land is as well.
Mm.
You know, when you're young, something is different for you. That's true as well, isn't it? Because you get older, there might be less fear, or your fear just changes. Size, when you're young, everything's bigger, isn't it? I guess. And yeah, I get you with that. It does. Somewhere where you thought were creepy when you were young, if you go back now, start watching an horror movie, isn't it, from 80s. It was scary back then. You can't laugh at them now, but which is a shame.
I am Andy Bell.
I'm Andy. Roger, my favourite place, I've said your name. My favourite place is the haunted old Lafarga County Jail here in Texas. Oh, you're in Texas?
Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, we've got something to talk about. Because that is the first. See, I didn't know you were from Texas, and we said we wanted to visit America. What we didn't say is, first place I wanted to visit, Texas. I even got in touch with a business what does guided tours, and she went, "Oh no, we haven't got a guided tour for what you're after," and she was really helpful. She was talking about. She went, "Oh, we've got like so many hundred abandoned towns and villages from car manufacturing, mining." Oh, I mean, it yeah, amazing. Also, the fact that there we go. What's happening, Phil?
It's all right now.
Okay,
we're back.
So yeah, as we're talking to her, I mean,
they look more red, like tomatoes.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We can wear tomatoes. So yeah, we're talking to this lady from Texas, very helpful. And I was looking at what do you have abandoned towns, villages, things like that? And she went, yeah, from mining, from old manufacturers, mills. And then you look at scale of Texas and how many Englands you can put in it. That scale to me is like one of them. It's like unimaginable, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and she did point out that in Texas as well, skinwalkers.
Oh yeah. There's lots of like little legends as well.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I want to go.
I'd be happy there, mate. Definitely. Peter,
probably just to get away from this dull weather.
Yeah, it looks warm.
Yeah,
it looks warm. Peter, the universe is a dream. The source intelligence dream. The God intelligence. What do you think about that? There's a theory that the source of intelligence is blind to this dream, and it's up to us to wake up and become conscious to it and feed back to its overriding intelligence. I like that. Yeah, I often thought that. This theory has been pointed to in numerous texts in religion and theology. I have heard. I've kind of thought something like that after reading so many different, it's like setting a puzzle for your kid and then seeing if they solve it.
I see. I look at that and I think Matrix. It's like getting unplugged.
Yeah.
From how you see things.
Yeah, I don't think if there's an overall intelligence, and Einstein did point to something bigger than us a non-personal God. He doesn't know who you are, but he knows the system. This thing knows the system, and I probably just waits to see what people do and how people react. I like it. I like it, Peter.
Peter comes out with the most interesting questions.
But at the same time, it would be a lot like that, as in, well, I've done all this. Let's see who does what. And then those what do stand out, what break mold and figure things out, do things, innovate, they're going to stand out. And what if he's just sat back going, look at this one here. Look at this one here. What's he doing? I've been watching this guy, or this woman, this person. I've been watching this person for a while. That's interesting. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, you're right, Tricia. Can you imagine if we could just paranormal investigate all the time? That would be a yes. Lottery win. Hi, Sue Cook. How you doing? Wonder why I like Malta. Well, I originally thought malt loaf came from there, but
yeah, and
I love malt loaf.
Yeah, Malta. It's one of them places, isn't it? You've been, you want to go again due to the fact that experience of you.
Going underground. I love being in caves and going underground. I don't know why, because it's not first place that would attract me. I'm quite bulky. So small holes and things like that, it's not usually a good thing. But I found myself pretty good at going through caves and potholes. I kind of like it. It's quite interesting. I feel comfortable. And if I heard singing like that, I'd be straight out the door. You won't believe it. Everyone just wanted to record. Like, what are they? No. Did you hear that? There's no one upstairs. Record. They were just a race to record. We really good. Trisha, yes, I've been to Shepton, like 5 or 6 times now. I was at Margaret 2 nights ago. Nice.
Brilliant.
Nice. Did you pick anything up? Was it good to get back out and see these places? I'm sure it were. They look like nice locations. Marie Kellett, hi everyone. Hi Marie.
Hi Marie. TV, I agree.
Scotland is beautiful. I don't need to go abroad. There's so much to see here. It's true. There is. But do you know what though? It's like Scotland, and if there's anyone from Scotland, just let us know. Scotland, especially on West Coast, there's a high concentration of stone circles and monoliths, things like that. A lot of that activity on that side. Also, I own a square foot of a castle.
Yeah.
Dunhull Castle. If you want to contribute to its roof being repaired, that'd be yes. But yeah, Mandy, you're definitely right. Scotland's ace. But yeah, we've got Peak District area with like your Buxton, Bakewell.
Yeah.
Great places too, and they've got some haunted locations.
I mean, you only have to pick up the book at is it Lancashire? Let's say Lancashire, Mars, and books and mysteries and stuff like that. You'll be surprised at how much has actually gone off in near Dales.
Yeah,
Lancashire area.
Yeah, I like Lancashire. I really like Yorkshire. Very kidding. I love it all. We love it all, don't we?
Oh
yeah. But yeah, Tricia, we have over 400 castles in Wales alone, and we are a massive place. That's true. We were travelling towards Anglesey, and there's, I don't know what road it is, but it's a big long one. It's near coast, and there's some hills. And you looked, and I saw at least 3 in one glance. I was like, wow. So yeah, we need to see more of Wales, don't
Yeah, of course we do that, but especially myself.
we? Mm.
I haven't actually been to Anglesey, so
Yeah, I went to Anglesey, and there's a lot to do on that. I'm going to say little island, but basically, where Wales looks like a guy jumping into the sea, the head, Anglesey. I've been there. Yeah,
Right.
I'm sure it's an island.
apparently it's round about that area. Quote me if I'm wrong. They've witnessed fairy folk.
Yes, yeah, fairy folk. There's an Holy Grail theory on that island in Anglesey as well. There's prehistoric remains of a prehistoric village on coast, and a really interesting lighthouse as well. It's South Stacks, I think. Very, very good. Is that where Margam Pack is in Neatham, Port Talbot? Oh yeah, Margam Castle. And Trisha, just to catch up with comments.
Oh right, so yeah, like I think Joe used to live next door to it.
Ah yeah, yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
yeah, I think he did.
Yes.
Annette, skinwalkers are fascinating. Yeah, we did cover skinwalkers, and then we watched. Then we made an Amazon group to watch a film with people. Might do that again, actually.
Yeah. And if you're interested, always pop along. Wait for links. We'll probably do one.
Chat while watching film.
Yeah.
They were quite good, actually. A couple of people in there.
Pretty scary ending, weren't they?
Yeah, it's even more scary if it's true.
Yeah. See, that got me though. That film. Is it Fourth Encounter at the Third Kind? That chicken Resident Evil. Don't know her name because it's too long for me. Malkovich.
I'm terrible with names, so I can't remember them, but I know what you mean.
She's a psychiatrist. She's still living today, and what she did is she got these people under hypnosis to say, like, why is it that you get to a white owl, and they go bonkers.
Yeah, as soon as I mentioned that one, it was like a trigger.
White owl, it was a trigger, weren't it? Like a point in the memory to say
that the brain didn't want to know anymore.
Yeah, because they implanted it there as a trigger point to say if you get to that experience, you just remember a white owl. Strange.
It is. It's strange. It's very, interesting. Peter, matter is not really matter at the molecule level, is it? So what are we? Now, I like these ones. I like quantum physics. So it's all about density, isn't it? And resist, and what's in resistance. So, like, there's particles from sun that travel straight through planet because the frequencies and how dense things are close, it can actually go through the densities of matter.
What is it now? Is it as
crazy?
Is this helisphere, not as atmosphere, but as helisphere within? That stops quite a lot of that.
Yeah, but thing is, every time those things pass through, it can warm interior planet up as well. So
crazy.
It's amazing stuff.
Apparently, though, and I've looked into helisphere. Back in times in Egypt, sky was more purple.
Right. Yeah, and I've also heard that we might be coming back up to that kind of time. It sounds crackers, but all it is a frequency change from sun. So it's highly possible that, like you were saying, towards Egypt's time, instead of a blue sky being the
purplish
background thing.
I like the sound of purple sky.
Yeah. But but at the same time, the amount of things that would change on Earth is unreal. So it messes with colour, it messes with your brain. There's a lot of things, and we're looking like there's a few scientists saying we're coming up to that time again where we're going to start seeing a more purple sky instead of blue. And while looking at that, you can keep a track on sun's activity on a few channels on YouTube.
Because it's solar flares.
Yeah, and they kind of know a few days before they happen. I watch it all the time. Last week, like some mobile phone networks, you might have found a disruption, especially on Thursday. And there were small blackouts in Europe, and it was because of a solar flare. The sun it's out of our known cycles of it. So some then put that down to climate change. It isn't. It's the sun. It's exploding, and its matter comes out. If we get a good blast, it can take out as electronics and
Yes.
as electrical systems.
Yeah, they are actually trying to make microchips that
So
can
don't do
resist that type of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of need it though, don't they?
Yeah, but they're trying to make the power stations less vulnerable to it as well. Because can you imagine society without electric for 6 months?
No.
Because they said that it takes 6 months to get major sub-transformers, things like that, all set back up again.
So you might be very upset if I could not have a pool right.
Yeah, I don't think you need electric for that.
I don't
But then
know.
again, water
You've got to
pumps.
think of water pumps.
Water
You've got to think
pumps.
if I can't have a proper pool,
Yeah,
can't do it.
something wrong with you. Right. Do you think, right, Robert, do you think the IHC can destroy the world? Is that the
Hadron Collider.
Yep.
Yes.
Can it destroy the world?
I think so.
Yeah. So everyone in the comments, let us know, what do you think is the Hadron Collider? The booted it back up. Where can that go?
They're trying to find that God complex, aren't they? Of where does matter come from?
Wait, didn't they find that? Did they find the God particle? I believe they did, didn't they?
Well, this is fascinating, and it's just like I can have a little rant on this because it's like we don't get to hear or see much anything live on what they're doing. It's just after an experiment. How do we know what they've actually done?
And when they said they're going to spin up, they spin up, and then somewhere on planet has a major earthquake just as they do it, and then they take the Twitter feed off, and then they don't give anyone any answers. Then people start questioning, and you can't blame them.
Musk guy don't do that now because he owns it, Elon Musk.
No, but the people that owned the Twitter page took their own Twitter feed off.
Oh, right.
Because I don't know. Well, they didn't want comments. They didn't want to say anything. So yeah. Can it destroy the world?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
well, have you seen Mist?
I've seen film The Mist. Yeah.
A big giant alien coming out of a portal.
I've seen Star Wars.
I've seen Monsters.
But guess what? Can it destroy the world? Well, it depends what they're trying to do.
Yeah, if they're trying to bring something from, or I don't know, it's strange.
Well, on a scientific level, if you're messing with black holes, you're messing with trying to make mini suns and antimatter. I mean, you can imagine one of them things going wrong, igniting atmosphere. Well done, yeah, scorched planet.
I was thinking at Mist, just don't do an ending to Mist.
Well, literally, yeah. yeah. One scientist were more worried that we'd create a mini sun, it'd escape into atmosphere and ignite it like that, and then there's no legendary monsters. It's just all gone, float off into space, I guess. So yeah, that'd be kind of sad, wouldn't it? But in a spiritual sense, people talk about how there's a section they call the key, then there's Hadron Collider, and they talk about the Hindu goddess that's got a statue there, a destroyer and a maker of things. So an healthy mind would question all that. I don't believe people use two words wrongly, and that's a conspiracy theorist. A conspiracy theorist is someone that is skeptical of a narrative that's being fed. I think it's very healthy as a paranormal investigator to be skeptical of the fed narrative. So, what are they actually doing? I don't know. So if they found what they're looking for, why are they making it bigger? What they're doing? And then they do these funny little dances.
Oh yeah, that dance in it to say
I mean,
am God and
yeah.
all this stuff.
But at the same time, if I were running an Hadron Collider, for the laugh, I would do that very same thing just to wind people up and make them think. So is it a bit of that? Scientists going, shall we just do a pretend cult-like dance and make everyone think they flipped out? You know?
They flipped out anyway.
Yeah, but I mean,
bonkers.
Would you do?
Think of it?
You'd probably do that for a practical joke. So
if I were bonkers, probably would.
Yeah, I'd just do it now, for laugh. So do I think it could destroy it? I think depending what they're doing, maybe an accident could. I'd rather not. Question is really, what do we really need to know from that thing? Trisha Walters, no, I didn't pick anything up whatsoever, but it was nice to get out and have a blast with some friends. That's what it should be about.
Yeah, that's paranormal for you.
That's paranormal. Small group of 12 as opposed to the usual 30 allowed. I actually left early and I'm normally last man standing.
Yeah.
There we go. But
see, we're getting as we get older, we're fed up with that power hangover, though, aren't we? That power hangover that everyone seems to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we never book an hotel room. We think, yeah, we're
we can
drive home.
Yeah.
And then you're like halfway through thinking, I'm such an idiot. I should have bought them in just B&B or just get a tent.
Yeah. You find yourself coming home at 6 o'clock in the morning, having to get up at 8.
No, actually, that's a problem because I like getting up early. And if I get up late, it destroys the rest of my day. So it's like, it's crazy. I hate the power hangover.
Yes. Robert Fulton, every major castle is on a ley line. That's interesting. That ley lines is something we always
we big on ley lines. Yeah, it's like churches as well, because they're on. Most churches were actually on pagan sites as well, weren't they?
Yeah, and if you look at the bedrock at UK for it, because there's that available to look on internet.
Oh yeah, it's that research you've done about ley lines. People, we're going to put the link up about this. John's done some pretty good research about ley lines. Yeah,
where the different bedrock seams kind of twist together down south. They twist together these different seams. It's not dead on, but Stonehenge is basically on top of that where they meet. It's really, and then other lines kind of follow it. And these ley lines as well, there's probably different types. There's probably like surface ones that come from like an underground seam, and they're not dead straight. How we see it is, it's probably like lightning. It's path of least resistance. It's going to be a bit jagged up and down, depending on path of least resistance and other things. So I think there's different grades.
Go by?
No, yeah. That with submarines, I was talking to someone what works in a submarine, because I wonder what gravity's effect. Gravity is different. It's got a different measure across land, and submarines use that gravity map. Right. Because there's like where hills are under there, and underwater mountains, things like that. There's different gravities.
Ooh.
But on land, there's also different gravities. Now there's a gravity map at you. That's very interesting as well. But I ain't got to that point yet, making any lines up. So Trisha Walters, yes, I would love to watch horror films with people on Facebook. That would be great. Do you know what?
We'll get some lined up.
Yeah, we'll get some lined up. Maybe start with very first Evil Dead.
Hopefully it's on Prime.
Hopefully it's on Prime. That film came out just after I was born. 1981. and I don't know if it were released on me. I think it was released on my daughter's birthday, but in 1981. Obviously not the same year.
I had to think then, John.
That won't work, would it?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same
Yeah.
month and day.
Oh
and
my!
month.
I'm
Yeah.
using my brain cells. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
I'll have to do that. Robert Fulton. Yep, those particles what come from sun travel through Earth and warm us up. Neutrinos. There's a couple of others as well. Laughing. We always say things funny. I don't even mean it. It's because I'm daft. Peter, yeah, something we didn't say about Hadron Collider as well. There's the Hadron Collider, there's the thing called the key. Now, there's always mention in a few religious texts about they will use the key to open another world, things like that. Oh, now you see, did them when they made Hadron Collider? Did they make that bit what was separate and call it the key for the laugh? For just for giggle. Right. Let's give them something to think about. You know what I mean? Would I do the same? Yeah, of course I would.
Makes me think of Stargate.
But at the same time, like, is it? They have talked about trying to contact different dimensions, and then when you ask them about what they meant by these dimensions, they're like, "Oh, just dimensions in matter." Right, yeah, but what are you really doing? They're just so vague. It leaves you thinking anything, all sorts of stuff. Peter, yeah, and do you know what time? Everyone thinks time's a straight line, but it isn't. Light can bend, and I believe time. Well, the set time can bend as well, actually.
Oh, Mandela effect. It always reminds me of Monopoly thing.
And then, yeah,
No,
there's
guy
this
with
Mandela
monocle.
effect, yeah.
I like Mandela effect.
So if anyone knows, like I said, as we talk going through these, we have talks on certain subjects with Jesse Craignell. If you've got any suggestions, let us know. I might actually mention Mandela effect to him, because Monopoly man having that monocle, but really he never did. When I were a kid, he had a monocle. End of. And Forrest Gump don't say what he says now, and that's another band.
There was something to do with Star Wars. I am your son or something.
And yeah.
Not I'm your son, I'm your father. So I don't know. There was something to do with Luke Skywalker. And
it's that Darth
Vader bit.
Everyone remembers it
as
one way,
point.
But then you look back. It isn't. Now, is it a case of we alter things as brains alter things to just make it flow better, sound better, etc. And then when you hear it on TV, your brain just maps it into what you think it said.
It's a bit like that colour, though, isn't it? People always see
if you suggest
a different
something
colour as such. Oh, there should be pink there, and you look at it and you think one person could see it as pink, someone could see it as yellow. I've seen that. There's a picture, weren't there? It were big on net ages ago.
Yeah, that golden
something
blue
to do with
dress.
your dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I just saw it as black and silver. So
I don't know what I saw it as, and I can't remember.
And then also men's colour reception is totally different to a woman's. Women are biologically set to see colour better.
Yeah, because they were used to pick berries, didn't they, off at bushes.
Better than men. It's a biological thing. So,
but let's not go into the male and female.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about differences in men and women.
But
you know, I'll always talk about it.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll get into trouble.
I don't care.
Naughty boy.
I'm always getting into trouble. They say paranormal activity has been seen there at the IHC. What could they let in? Is it to strengthen the dark ruler?
I love Peter. Oof. Nah. See, it's questionable, aren't we actually at the moment governed by a dark ruler?
I think.
Is he here on Earth?
Well, I don't know about that, but think there's a wavelength of consciousness that's corrupt and dark, and I do believe, I think we've in the last couple of years just seen it accelerate activities over most of the planet.
Yeah.
And I believe the dark forces are getting stronger. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of good come out. Because I've been following all these kind of things for
maybe
decades.
That is good, combating bad naturally.
Yeah. If, at one point, I used to think, so how does a spiritual war look? How does it take on? I've had it kind of cemented and sent home over the last couple of years. I can see it. It's quite obvious now, and you can see clearly ones that are just never going to accept it, and that's brilliant. And I think that's also their downfall. So, can they devote from there to strengthen that? I don't know.
It's a good one.
If they can grab hold of reality and kind of control reality that people see, then yeah, because you can use it to persuade, control, using fear. I mean, in paranormal, for instance, something that actually I forgot who's apologized. Two big institutions apologized for the purposeful campaign of fear used by government or not government organizations working for government, for using campaigns of fear during the COVID pandemic. So they were heightening fear to control, and they've actually apologized. You can find it on the internet. Now, when you take that into what's this got to do with paranormal, that's what demons do. They use fear to control. So, if you're into paranormal, what you've got to look at is as well, what do humans do to humans? And it pretty much mirrors what demons do to people. And these demons as well, if you don't believe in demons, just think of little demons like bad habits. We've all got them in one matter of form or other. They make you see things that's not there. Like, are you paranoid? Is that person looking? No, they're probably just looking around. You caught them looking around. That's what paranoia does. What I'm saying is, they apologize for using fear to control. Demons use fear to control. So is there a dark energy? Is there a dark ruler? I don't know. Probably. Can they use that IHC? If they can use it to control reality, then can try and control people. But there's a lot of people who won't play a game. They're playing around with things they know nothing about.
Definitely,
Take that.
Definitely.
Thank you, Kirsty. Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Trish.
I'm same age as Trisha. Yeah. So, Trisha, what do you think? Evil Dead first film? I think that sounds good. Right, Robert, Pandora's Box.
Yeah, that's got mentioned, and apparently they're getting close to what I've heard. Some like this well-known medium, I can't remember the name, but they were saying that Pandora's Box is near enough being found.
Yep. And yeah, true. And one person that we've come across, and a good friend as well, is someone from an Islamic background that's got an Islamic faith, and we love it. It's great because when we meet up, we ask him to tell us next bit, and it's told us from the beginning about their belief in Islam. Because how it came about is he asked us a question. Well, we're in paranormal. I hope it don't insult your beliefs and that we're doing paranormal. And no, we believe in jinns. And then we asked about jinns, and how jinns line up with so many things. It's unbelievable. And we went, oh wow, that's amazing. And he's told us now. One thing is Pandora's box being Gog and Magog. Breaking from underground. It tries every day at night, goes back under, never gets to the surface, but one day it's going to break out. That's like kind of like a Pandora's box. What is Pandora's box? Is an amazing thing. All those fears that's built up over time in human consciousness. Imagine that just getting a bit like what is it, that cabin in middle of woods?
Cabin Fever?
No, that Cabin in Middle of Woods film.
Cabin in Middle of Woods, yeah.
Is it Cabin in Middle of Woods?
Yeah, Cabin in Middle of Woods.
Anyway, a bunch of friends
I'm
turn
guessing
up
it's a cabin
in the middle
of
the woods. They say some Latin, and then some guys send out all different monsters to attack them. They go underground, and then they realise they've just opened all doors to Pandora's box.
Yeah, guess what, John?
Yeah.
Film is called Cabin at Middle of Woods.
There we go. Makes sense, I guess, doesn't it?
Sounds like Evil Dead, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, if they are playing with Pandora's box, that would be great because you could literally control and filter fear.
Oh, guys, another thing that I found interesting. Bermuda Triangle. Yes, apparently they looked at what is it? A whirlpool that were in middle that were near to Bermuda Triangle, and they sent down something to have a look, to see what were in the middle of it. It was something triangular and glass. And apparently they stuck a really good camera down and found that there's 2 triangle pyramids.
Yeah, and a lot of people contested this, but the guy's been talking recently, and they've sent another team out there because they've got better underwater capsules, machinery to be able to do that job again and bring up some proof. That would be amazing.
Well, apparently they've actually caught some sort of evidence of a stream coming out of the triangle. What is all that? Vortex. Whirlpool at Vortex was within triangle. You see top at pyramid.
It's a very interesting.
Very weird.
And also one that we want to look at as well is, I don't know if you've heard about it, people, the Eye of Africa. It's like when there's a point in Africa where it looks like an eye. It's like 44 kilometers in diameter. And the surrounding mountains, the size of the setup, all this, it basically describes Atlantis. It's not underwater. It would have been underwater because whale bones have been found around it. But it describes Atlantis. That's amazing. It's just amazing. Trisha, I like it. Yes, I don't rule it, is here. Bloody Boris. Trisha Walters. Evil Dead? We need to watch that again. I watched because I love it. What's on that? I was showing it to someone. Ash versus Evil Dead. And I was thinking to myself, they were blaming Ash for unleashing.
Well, he did though, didn't he?
No.
He listened to tape.
No. His mate played it. He kind of argued. But watch the beginning of the film.
You should argue that it's the guys who made the tape.
Yeah. And if you watch the beginning of the film, he's in his Delta, that yellow Delta. He's driving along. Evil were already watching him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it does. It watches you. And it doesn't happen when you're investigating. It happens 4 weeks later when you forgot about investigation and then you let some kind of doubt in or fear, and that's where it all happens.
Yeah,
It's off there.
definitely.
And it's once you've encountered it as well, it's very hard to leave it where it were. It don't work like that.
No.
But Evil Dead, it were great because I thought, when it Ash's fault? When it in what Reddit? So I had to watch it again.
I'll be a bit peeved though, me. Chopping your hand
Yeah.
hand off and then coming alive. It's taking piss, that isn't it?
Yeah, it's no good, is it? I mean, so I watched it again, and yes, Evil was watching them all the way.
Definitely.
Driving to that location.
And I'd most probably say out of 3 Evil Deads, that first one were probably one of the best.
Yeah. And then they kind of had to turn it down at time, so it turned comedy. He got banned for so long.
Sam Raimi wanted to, if he
make it
wanted to, it'd be like Rob Zombie.
Yeah. And so I like Evil Dead, and it's super fun. So
we are actually coming close to our guys.
Yeah. And look, I read that chakras were put right. So Annette did say the body's running by an electrical impulse system. And I mean, that is one thing they are messing with as well. There's a lot of electrics around us. There's a lot of electric radiation pollution. And I'm not saying 5G, personal stuff about that. But microwave radiation, no matter what anyone says, it's not natural. It's not in its place. We didn't grow up with it. It can't be a good thing, just by nature of it. So the 6Gs under already constructed. Don't know when that's getting released. 5G's well underway. But then you've got smart meters and everything else running smart. There's a lot of radiation smog, and we're all living in it.
Yeah, so, I don't know about it.
No. So what you've got to question is, how safe is all that?
Well, actually, I did a test, didn't we? We had one of the meters, voltmeter, radiation meters from masses and stuff like that. There's a certain road where we live. You put that meter on, and there's a little LED, and it says danger. Because if you're surrounded by this for too long, you can actually get side effects. Switch device on all the way down the street and up near where we live. Completely, always were going off. People are living in it. So
there were a section, and then we bought a different meter, what were better, and it's clearly said at top and bottom 2 types of radiation we're reading. It clearly said harmful. And we know the spot right now. We go to it, put that there, it says harmful. So if that's saying harmful and it's there, why is it there? So what's going off there? So if they can control electrical radiation, stuff like that from IHC, maybe.
Any more comments, John?
Oh, Tricia, I didn't read it as you wrote it, so I'm not sure what you're on about. But if you just let us know, I'll definitely try and answer that. It's not safe, but profit over health, and they don't care. They don't live near the hazard as we do. See, this is it. You can't trust. There's a lot of tests what happen, and you look at who funds test, and it's the very people that would like it to go one way. So how can you trust out like that? Like I said, demons lie.
Definitely.
So we're going to go soon, guys, folks. And Trish, I'll just wait to see if Tricia. So I want to answer. When did that take place? Oh, about camera being sent into Bermuda Triangle. That would a bit ago, weren't it?
I'll find that. Actually, if you're interested in that, Trish, I will send a link up onto Redridge. So yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll personally put your name and tag you in. No problem.
Definitely. But the new expedition they're doing is coming up, and I'll try and find out what that project name is, because they have got a website, and they want to do a live stream, because oh yeah, I know what to mention. So they want to do a live stream as they go under, because they don't want no doubts or questions about editing footage, things like that.
I should do that with Moon.
Right, no, they should do this with one thing. I don't mean to cause a problem, but flat earthers.
Oh gosh,
right?
John. No.
But wait, nah,
We'll get labelled as balmy mentioning this.
no, I'm not. Right. What I'm saying is flat earthers exist. The flat earth theory exists. We can't insult anybody.
I'm not insulted.
Nah, they do get insulted. And I'm just saying, I've got one problem with our ball, living on a ball thing. Can someone not give us a video or a picture? So just get right now, not front past, get a rocket or something that goes into space, live stream, and let's just watch the Earth. Watch it go past Earth and then hang it there and watch it rotate.
Elon Musk, if you are actually watching this or going to get to watch this, can you fund a rocket with a camera, live streaming, seeing that as actual Earth is round
and rotating?
Please.
Not just round, an off-shaped ball.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Just so that we can get this madness under control.
Yeah,
please.
Because, I mean, surely that's all we've got to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Elon could do it.
Yeah, it could easily. Anyone could. NASA could, just so that they could stop this craziness.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is their place to question.
I know. I agree. I do agree.
But
even though they did find a 15-degree curve,
the moon doesn't turn, Peter. That's true, but they should be able to record the planet turning, hence showing people it's a ball. It's not just a round disc.
Yeah. So yeah.
Please. Yeah, we never see dark side at moon, do we? And you see, that's very interesting, because I mean, we know why it's there, because gravity has kind of like sucked it into place. But it's just really interesting. Have they ever shown us a live tour, a live tour at dark side at moon? That'd be it.
When it were actual live. When everyone actually saw it.
If you type
not just a pre-record.
If you like, type in live tour dark side at moon. Yeah. In that Pink Floyd.
Something like that, but
a band did that. But
it's like with NASA landing, though, isn't it? It were all pre-recorded. That weren't live. Well, obviously, technology back then were a tin can when they went up near enough. So
it's definitely always up for questioning absolutely everything. I think that's healthy. Very. And,
it is.
And these demons that run the planet have told that many lies, nothing can be trusted. So we should definitely question everything. But I really do believe I've kind of seen enough. And if you use radio, shortwave radio equipment, you kind of get to understand that it's got to be it's a globe. The moon's too big for a natural satellite. I've heard this one. Very good. The gravity should basically smash us together. That's interesting. With it being a bit hollow, things like that. Unless, what if it's really light? I don't know.
Well, it is hollow. Apparently, it is hollow.
Apparently, yeah. And it rings.
Yeah.
But there is, in South Africa, there's stones with rocks where if you hit them together, they ring like a bell.
Oh.
They're very interesting, and it was those what we use mostly to make stone circles. So that is amazing. That
circles.
Yeah, circles. Yeah,
circles, not flat.
No. Yeah, well, circles are flat. It needs to be a globe. Okay. I kind of defend the guy.
I'm not. I'm not.
All the planets around, just look up to the sky. Yeah, but their argument is you see it as a 2D thing. So we need to show it to them rotating. And it's done.
Like I say, I think it'll be good if we saw a live stream rocket.
Yeah, live stream rocket, get it done. Demons, they are. I agree. Demons. I tell you what, demons work through people a lot. To the point where some people just are in character demonic, and then groups of people even more demonic. Are we part of someone's game?
No, that is.
Yeah.
I've said that. Yeah. If anything,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, a game, what would you have to do? Just plan how you'd want something to turn out and then sit back and watch.
Yeah.
100% do what? They're doing it definitely right now. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is a live. When's his next live, Phil?
Wednesday. Oh, wait. Oh. 2 secs. Sorry about this.
That's very true, Peter. I often find that very interesting. Like I said, I'm open to these things. Really am. There's a Flat Earth documentary on Netflix, and I watched it, and I'm like, that's
Thursday, I believe.
That's interesting. Thursday. So if we're doing a live Thursday, we're doing a live Thursday, and we'll probably look at a few projects we're doing paranormal wise. We can't really talk about. We've got 4 or so private cases.
Yeah, that's why why we've not done many lives.
Yeah,
it's just due to.
And then we're doing a few projects as well. So we'll talk about those, and not the private cases, but the projects. And then we'll do that Thursday, guys. It'd be great to see you all back on, and it's great talking to you in comments, looking at what you're saying. These things as well that you mentioned here, I'll mention them to Jesse. But I think one subject, I mean, Nibiru, I can't say the word properly, but basically the 10th planet, because Pluto's a planet, surely. They say it's a ball of gas, so it don't constitute it's a planet. So it's a visiting planet from an outer solar system, and it sweeps back through on a cycle. Interesting. It would answer a few things if it were true. So but it's an interesting one, Nibiru. So that's one subject. Also, what demonic force, if any, as in energy in people, characteristics, is there a demonic force running the world? Now, Jesse nearly kind of trod on it when he talked about materialism, how materialism can dictate a lot of things on what we do as humans. That kind of opened my mind a lot of that. Because I kind of got it, but he gave me examples, didn't he? That were like, oh wow.
This is why actually sometimes it's actually good to see. Go back, have a look at the video section and look at them videos and watch them back, because you'll be surprised what what you learn.
Yeah. So materialism and how it anchors you to certain things. It can anchor you to a lot of things, fears, phobias, habits. Not bad habits, just habits. It can stick you in a rut. It can get you doing things that you're probably doing and you think, I could be doing something else. Or for better or for worse, who knows? That's preference, I guess. in most cases. So materialism were there. But then what I think we need to look at is there a dark energy force controlling planet? I'm saying yes, but I'm not asking him about that. Maybe in a chat for that. Peter, interesting. There's good stuff in them flat earth vids. People should watch them. I agree. Now, this is what I'm doing, devil's advocate. Right? I believe we live on a ball, but if we're so confident in that, then surely, with all technology we've got, and these aeroplanes that can fly into space, surely we can sort something out so we can present it and go, there you go, we're finished.
Like I say, if anyone with money can please
and we say
do a live stream showing as Earth rotating.
Yep.
Please.
So we're not here just mentioning one billionaire. There is Richard Branson.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
No, let's not talk about
it. Yeah, that's not.
I don't want to introduce him to the conversation. In history.
Right, what about Zuckerberg? Facebook, yeah.
No, they're not powerful. Branson, Musk, they can do it.
Yeah.
Well, they're flyers.
Yeah.
They're ones then. Others, they're not them. And in history, they would sacrifice us to gods. Now they play games of war and cause chaos to do the sacrifice. Yep. Agree with that. Yep. Certain books were took out.
Yeah, there's a lot of information we don't know that's in vaults and yeah.
And they didn't put that on news much either. They found a little bit of lead a tablet. So they used to write onto stone. But in Bible it mentions writing on a lead tablet using an iron pin. They found a bit of this lead tablet, and the Hebrew on it is 200 years earlier than the oldest Hebrew they thought. So it's even older than what we thought. And the words are on it. It is the name of God what the Jewish people use. So it's took us back it's took that whole narrative, all that before Jesus and that BC style. It's took it back another 200 years. And yeah. So there's things getting found all the time. What's amazing. So that's interesting. Yes, in the Bible it says Satan is the Lord of the earth. They took the books out to hide it. But yeah, they did that. They hide stuff they find. Exactly, Tricia. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if we're so... I mean, I believe it's a ball, an off-shaped ball, just because I think radio communications, things like that, and light, so work with light. But so I can't prove to someone that it's definitely a ball. End of. But with all that what we've got, we should be able to.
Yeah. Right. Well,
right, guys, it's been great.
Amazing.
Wendy,
Amazing.
Thank you. Annette Locke, if I get on religion, I never stop. Do you know what? We'll do that in another chat. We'll look at religion because in paranormal we tend to try and keep away from it because it can spark furious debate. But at the same time, it's part of paranormal. Depending on someone's faith, when you go to an house case or no faith, can totally alter or change or add into what they believe they're witnessing or they are witnessing. It can, and then it can also change the way you need to be able to deal with it. So religion's a massive part of paranormal because it's dealing with supernatural. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Wendy, don't worry. Watch this video back when it's done.
Yeah, and we'll see, probably hopefully see you next time we're live, which I will be putting a poster up anyway beforehand.
Definitely.
in advance.
And yeah, and that's what healthy debate is.
Cool.
That's it. Thanks, guys, and we will see you very soon. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for your comments. Bye.
Bye.